Hi there, it's Jamison with another Real Reviews Quick Hits review. This episode, I'm going to be talking about a film called Beanpole, which is a Russian film that came out earlier this year in Russia. We just got it fairly recently, and I wanted to tell you about it. This is a film that stars Victoria Miroshnichenko as a girl named Aya. She is the titular Beanpole. It is a film that is set amongst the ruins and fallout of post World War II. Specifically, we're in Leningrad for this film. Aya is this tall, skinny woman, thus the nickname Beanpole. She stands out. She suffers from bouts of temporary paralysis almost, where she locks up, can't move. And it's a condition that got her sent home from the war, where she is currently raising her best friend, Masha, her infant child. Early on in this film, one of Aya's fits causes the child's death, and upon returning home, Masha, rightfully so, is pretty devastated by the news that her infant child is dead, and she feels that she's owed a child in replacement. There's also between Aya and Masha, there's some sexual tension that goes on from the early moments of the film, kind of throughout the film, and it plays a large role in this movie. Aya is a nurse in Leningrad who, acting on the orders of the doctor that she works for, is told to mercifully euthanize a soldier who has lost pretty much everything. He's been begging to end his suffering. Aya does this, and Masha witnesses it, and she uses this information as an opportunity to blackmail Aya and the doctor. And this movie has a lot of twists and turns throughout, and I want to save a lot of them for the viewer. There's a lot of things that go on in this movie. I've gotten you about 20 minutes into it, more or less. There's a lot of really interesting things that happen in here, but really stands out for me in this movie are the performances. Really great. There's themes throughout this movie, themes of jealousy, of betrayal, of guilt, of love, and the standout thing in this whole movie to me is how lovingly these characters are crafted. There's no one that feels like a cliche in this movie. These are complete characters. You have 2 hours spent with them, and there's some very contemplative moments in here, and there's some things that happen that you definitely don't see happen or don't see coming. The movie is shot incredibly beautifully. It's there's some really interesting shots, careful, deliberate shots, and you feel the pain and the loss surrounding everything in this film. Post war, everyone has lost something. Everyone is in pain. People are trying to rebuild their lives as cities are rebuilt and families have been demolished. And it's throughout this film, but it's not really a depressing film in that way. There are very depressing moments. Some of the things I've talked about already, very depressing moments. But there's there's senses of hope throughout this movie, and just really beautiful things. And one of the things I really thought it was interesting was the perception of women in this film and in this time, and the choices that they had to make to survive in this time and in this place, are interesting. And like Masha has to make some very difficult choices that don't always they don't always suit her well when she comes back to polite society, but she had to make choices on those front lines in order to survive. And it's just a terrific film. This is really great. It's one that needs to be seen. I highly recommend it. Beanpole, again, is the name of the film. It's a Russian film. It's in subtitles. It's in Russian, and it's just really interesting. It's not like anything that you've seen recently, especially coming out of Hollywood or anything. But I highly recommend it. I don't know if it's streaming anywhere. I tracked it down on a DVD. It recently came out on DVD. But I give it 4.5 stars. So check out Beanpole. And while you're at it, check out other things that we have going on over on Real Reviews. Each and every week, my buddy Mike and I review all the movies of the week. I also have been doing this quick hit series. So if you look on our channel, you see quick hit reviews of other films that you may want to check out. And make sure to find us on social media at Real Reviews TV on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks for stopping by. I'll talk to you later.